Let's start with your reading, Aries. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future, and then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about your messages. Now, let's begin right away with your reading. All right, that's definitely a beautiful ending. And what's really interesting is that with the tower at the beginning of the reading, we see some sort of unexpected event. And with the Knight of Wands at the end of the reading, we also see an unexpected event, which leads me to think that there has been an unexpected event in the past that it's going to lead to a new one, to a different unexpected event in the future. Let's see what all of this is about. First of all, the main energy for the reading today is the Four of Cups. You seem to be in your head regarding something, potentially even stressed out about a situation. Something seems to be hurting you right now, or at least bugging you, although you're not wanting to see it that way. You're working hard to not perceive it that way. Potentially, you're not wanting to admit that it hurts. This could be an outcome or, just a thought, a memory, but you are determined to move past it and determined to not give it more power than it already has. You're trying to detach emotionally. And, the truth is that at times you realize that this impacts you in the small things. What you don't know is that the more you ignore it, the more powerful it gets. So, how to do this right, and also what to expect from it next. In the recent past, we have the Empress and the Tower. Capricorn also had a tower in this position. Just check the reading out in case maybe there are some messages there that you need to hear as well. Something happened really fast over here. It barely gave you the chance to understand what was going on before the whole situation completely transformed. Whether you didn't want to look into it at first, or whether this person just all of a sudden changed and transformed, it made it very hard for you to adapt to whatever was happening. The hardest things to handle are the ones that you're not expecting, the ones that you don't see coming. And clearly, something caught you off guard over here. With this Empress energy, someone shifted their focus on themselves and completely forgot about everything else and anyone else around them. We'll see what this is about when we clarify. In the present, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. You might be currently caught in a conflict, and potentially the conflict is in between the heart and the mind. You're wanting to take the lead in the situation, yes. Potentially you want to tell this person that you don't care, or you want to tell them what you really think, but then your actions do not follow the same logic, unfortunately. Sometimes you might give in to temptation and you end up overgiving. You end up giving more than what this person gives to you, emotionally, or just even with your actions. You're still trying to find your way out of that cycle, but it's not easy. You're trying to put some distance in between you and this energy, wishing potentially that you could just wake up and just feel nothing for this person. But unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. We'll see what else you should know about this current energy when we clarify. Now, look at this. In the near future, we have the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Someone is going to go for it, going to completely leave all the fears and all the doubts behind and just go for a major transformation. That's what I'm seeing here. There have been many attempts to avoid doing this. This person has tried many, many, many times because they thought that there was too much at stake. This person is getting to a point, though, where they start not caring anymore, not caring about how they look, not caring about how this is going to evolve. They just want to move forward, wanting for things to change. Someone is tired of the stagnation over here and they're ready to take action. We'll see what this is going to be about when we come back to this message. So let's start clarifying. Let's do our three shuffles, and let's begin with your recent past. Oh, okay. Wow. All right. So right here we have the Seven of Wands with the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Cups with the Ace of Cups. And it's very clear what you went through in the past with this person. This person would show love, would show interest, and put effort into this. And they really would convince you that they wanted to do this. They were invested in this. But then they would take it all back. They would fight against it and they would push it away for some reason. They had the habit to give and then take back. And the opposite is true as well. They might have said at first that they were not looking for anything serious, but then instead they really went out of their way to make you feel the love, to make you feel the attention. They would get you used to something and then change the game on you. And it was very hard to understand if the two of you were on the same page or not. I mean, this is someone who puts you at the center of the world and then pretend that you don't even exist. Someone saying they love you and then talking to other people or not following through with their actions. It was a repeating cycle with this person. It's absolutely clear. A cycle that you had hard time putting an end to. And it created a very toxic environment for you. I really feel it. And it made you wonder, why am I sticking around for this? Why am I doing all of this for someone who is just in and out of a situation that instead I'm all in? You knew what you had to do, but it wasn't easy to do. So let's see where this is taking you in the present, and let's clarify the current energies. Okay, all right. Right here we have the Two of Wands, Temperance, the High Priestess. And you know, the main issue that you might realize soon is that you lost trust and faith in the other person. There is something right here with the High Priestess that talks about hidden messages and things that maybe you do not want to look into, especially considering the main energy as well. Things that you wish weren't there, but at the end of the day, you know that something got broken and it's maybe impossible to fix. Even when the two of you give this another shot in the present, or when you gave another shot in the past, you would always realize that trust is not there anymore. And trust is not optional. When there is no trust, you just end up playing games or being played. It's hard when you're dealing with a situation in which there is still a lot of love, but no trust. It's very, very hard to come out of it, to understand what to do with it. It's like there is love for the other person, but not for yourself. By you loving them, you know you're going to love yourself less. By you allowing them in, it's like, okay, this person has done this in the past, and now I allow them in once again. Why do I do this to myself? The truth is that you already know deep down what to do. But knowing what to do and doing it are two completely different things. But I have a question for you. Do you think this is the only love you can afford? Because we only accept the love we know we deserve. And so right here, potentially, you need to start to look ahead and be patient with your feelings without letting your emotions dictate your actions, Aries. There are a lot of hidden messages and a lot of things coming your way that you don't see yet, you can't see yet, but you soon will actually. So let's clarify the next few messages and let's see what's coming up in the near future. Ooh, I like that Queen of Swords looking at that Five of Wands. Oh, yes. Okay, we see the action taken by the Knight of Wands and we see the motivations behind it. Beautiful. But first of all, what I see here is this Queen of Swords looking at that conflict that we were just talking about, looking at that conflict that you do have in the present right now. But sooner you're going to be like, you know what? Come at me. I got this. I know what to do. I know what to say. Overall, what I see is that this Knight of Wands comes after a time of holding back, as we were saying earlier. You wanted to just take your time right now in the present, and you don't want to jump into something as maybe you did in the past. And you do not want to start something, a conversation or a reunion, just because it feels good. But now you recognize that it's time for action again. And you know what? You're not the only one. I see two people taking action over here. Not sure if it's toward one another, but it's definitely going to change the situation. Someone is starting to move away while the other person is starting to chase them instead. For you, I feel that you think that too much time has passed. So much has happened, and you feel that this is lost, but you secretly hope for redemption and for this person to do something, anything, to say something. And chances are that they will next. This Ace of Swords is definitely showing us someone who's going to make a bold move that you did not see coming. And we see the motivations behind it. They're tired of thinking about this without taking action. They're tired of dreaming about this and overall letting these thoughts consume their energy without doing anything about it. And so action is going to be taken soon. Someone is going to do something, to say something. What that's going to be, we'll have to find out next. Also, let's try to find out what type of impact this is going to have on your own personal journey, Aries. So let's see what is coming your way next. And let's also see how your next few months will shape up for you. Let's keep going with your reading and trying to find out as many details as possible. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, Aries, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning and every Wednesday morning now to select more people. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Aries. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the Two of Swords. And overall, the first message that I get from this card is that there is a big shakeup coming up in your life, Aries. And although it might be starting somewhat small, it will have a major and big impact on your life. A door is opening up here. And through that door, you can start seeing the rest of your life, how your life is going to be and evolve from that moment forward. It's up to you with the Two of Swords to decide what to do. Maybe to decide to walk backwards away from that door, or standing at that door, or walk forward, cross it, and get to your next chapter. There is definitely something very important here that maybe at first you might underestimate, but that you do not want to underestimate. So let's see what this is going to be. Let's clarify the Two of Swords and this Ace of Wands that we were looking into here, that bold action taken by this person. Oh my god. Six of Cups and Eight of Wands right there. Oh, Five of Swords and Knight of Cups. There is an issue right here that we need to talk about, but at the end of the day, this is a win-win situation for you. And let me tell you why. What we see is that someone